Hello and welcome everybody to our favorite pastime, namely the Minecraft Symposium. And as you can see, it's quite a few moderators now, and it is almost impossible to read their bios unless I take half an hour. But I would like to mention that Vance Stevens has coordinated this EVO Minecraft server, and that Chien is a professor of children's English education at the National Taipei University of Education, and that James comes in from New York, and he used to be, he founded a language school called Kotoba Miners. So he actually created a language school all around Minecraft, and he is a book author, an educator's guide to using Minecraft in the classroom. And then we have Kim Harrison from Virginia Beach City Public School, where she retired from. And we have Lisa Alconel, who's a teacher, who's been a teacher for over 40 years. And that is a wonderful conglomerate of fantastic expertise in Minecraft. What we want to know is how educators are using Minecraft. And thank you very much for sharing this expertise. Over to you.
Okay, I might just ask Kim to clarify, Kim or Lisa. This is not the EVO Minecraft MOOC server, it's the VSTE server, the Virginia
Society for Technology and Education.
I always stumble on the word society. Okay, so anyway, yes. So go ahead and tell us more about that, because we meet in Minecraft Monday once a month.
Yeah, so this server is sponsored by VSTE, who is the Virginia affiliate of ISTE, the International Society for Technology and Education. It's an organization that's been going on since computers first hit classrooms in the 80s. And so our little professional learning network is very interested in virtual worlds, and we have a presence in several. But we found Minecraft to be the best one for kids, and Lisa and I were elementary school teachers when we were teachers. We're retired. So we run this server particularly for other teachers so they can get their feet wet, so that when we're preaching, do Minecraft in the classroom, they've got a place to come see what it is and practice a little bit, even though, you know, we tell them you don't have to really know anything. Your kids know how to play Minecraft. So that's what this server is about, and it is primarily adults. We invite kids once in a while to teach us something or show us something for a Minecraft Monday. So the VSTE PLN, Virtual Worlds PLN, meets every Monday, but the first Monday of the month we meet here in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Lisa, what do you want to add?
Well, that's... Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, did she say, what do I want to add?
Yeah, did I leave anything out?
No, I think you hit it all. Just that VSTE is very excited that you were able to join us today and be here to check out our server. And we hope we've got some good ideas for people and can answer questions that they may have.
I found a cat here.
There are a lot of cats. This is a village. And
Mm-hmm.
cats just naturally come to the village. They're supposed to scare away creepers. I wish they did a better job than they do. But there are a lot of cats.
Yeah, creepers blow up.
They make a mess.
Yeah, yeah.
Blow up and destroy things.
Yeah. I don't know, does anybody have any questions about Minecraft? Would you like to know more about... We're in a protected area. You can see a wall over here. And outside the wall, there's a gate. So this is a village. Villages spring up spontaneously in Minecraft.
This is a village. This is a village managed by K4 Sons or Kim.
Okay.
A lot of times when you find a village, they have no protection from the outside mobs. So you can see here that K4 has built a wall to try to give them some protection. And then it's also a great place to grow crops for resources that you can use throughout the game. You'll notice she's got plants, and then she also has some livestock available because in Minecraft, you need to be able to kill animals for food and for, say, like a cow, for their leather to be able to use them to make other things.
Or
So a
milk
lot of
to make potions to go away. You need their milk. You can drink milk and the potion will disappear when you've been zapped by something with a
Right.
potion.
Yes, yes.
So she
The
has made
villager-
improvements. Go ahead.
The villagers are all currently hiding because we're under raid conditions. My fault totally, because I went looking for a fortress and killed a bunch of villagers while I was there. So,
And if you go inside the building, in one of the buildings, they're all standing on the beds because they're afraid.
Ah, yes, I see.
and their numbers are greatly reduced. I'm afraid some of them have succumbed to the village, to the raid. Oh, well.
Hmm.
A little excitement.
Are they still trading?
Well, they would if I hadn't done this to them. Maybe we should
No.
Maybe we should go to teleport everybody to Sands
Sure.
to see that
Yeah.
village.
Well, here's a toolsmith. If you right click, you can see that he will sell you, if you have an emerald, he'll give you an axe. If you have some iron ingots, he'll give you an emerald. Okay, so basically you can put what you have in your inventory up here, and then it will produce whatever he gives you to trade for it.
And I think in Virginia Beach, at least, kids learned in, I think, 4th or 5th grade about early Virginia colonies and how they bartered instead of using actual money. And this helps, they understand Minecraft. When you talk about something obscure, they don't understand not having money. You just relate it to Minecraft. You know how you trade with the villagers in Minecraft. That's how people used to get the things that they needed.
Kim, James has a couple of questions.
Okay.
Yeah, James, go
Hey.
ahead.
Yeah, Kim, Lisa, thank you for the introduction about your context. I don't know too much about it, so just had a couple of questions. The first one was, you mentioned that you thought that Minecraft was a good tool for teaching kids. What specifically, what are the affordances of Minecraft that you think lends itself to that age group?
Well, first of all, it's completely safe. Some of the worlds that we go into network and as adults are not safe for kids. So it's completely safe. The kids already know how to play and they love it. I was the instructional technology resource person at my school, but when they saw me pushing laptops down the hall, they knew somebody was going to get to play with Minecraft, and they just were so excited. They absolutely love it. And it's easy. I was playing Minecraft, exploring it years ago, and my 5-year-old grandchildren came to visit, and they said, "Oh, we play that at school." And I'm like, "Wait, this could be done inside of a school building? This is very exciting." So kindergartners can learn to build in Minecraft. So they can create. It's easy enough for the teacher to create an environment for them. If there's an experience you want them to have and you put things in place that you want them to react to, it's just so easy to build.
Gotcha. I agree. I think there's a very a shallow learning curve. There's not too much of a gaudy interface, if you like, so it's quite easy to pick up. So what kind of classes is it being used in? I mean, what are the contexts where this is being used?
Well,
is it after school? Is it English? Is it maths? What kind of context?
I had to start out after school in order to convince administrators that this was a thing we wanted to do in Virginia Beach. But by the end of my career, I was using it in 1st through 5th grade in a variety of subjects. Teachers would come to me and go, "Can we do this with it? Can we do that?" Because their kids were begging them. When the kids asked me, "When are we going to do Minecraft?" I'd say, "Ask your teacher." But I used it in 1st grade when they did their unit on plants. We did some planting, and we talked about how, what do plants need to grow? What do Minecraft plants need to grow? And does there need to be water or no? So we would plant the plants near water, plant the plants not near water, and see what happened. We'd add fertilizer. let's see, in 5th grade, kids have to learn about plant and animal cells and their differences. So I had a teacher who had some special kids that had some difficulties learning. And I said, well, why don't we try to do these models instead of 3D? Let's do them in Minecraft. The kids would love that and be really motivated to create their cells. So we had the kids in small groups, 4 to a server, and they went in, and in pairs they made a plant cell and an animal cell and labeled everything, and then took us on a little tour. And you know, kids who are shy to stand up in front of the classroom and talk about something, when they're talking about their Minecraft creation and you're looking at their screen instead of their face, they're all about it. So
yeah, it sounds amazing. It does sound like a very good use of the tool, Minecraft.
Right. And
what are the
and
oh sorry, yeah,
teachers need to realize the kids are going to know a lot more about it than they do, and that's okay, because the kids, if they find out they know how to do something, they are more than willing to share and teach others.
Yeah, that's so true.
There's a foot scratcher here.
And also, I think
Not quite.
I like to add, like, share one of the Minecraft Monday activities that Kim and Lisa hosted was the fishing one.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. We went fishing, and then we sort of counted like every 10 things that we caught, how many of them were trash and how many of them were valuables, and that's kind of a great activity.
And there was a Google spreadsheet in Discord, and we all went to the spreadsheet and we entered our data. In fact, actually, if you do beach cleanups, they do the same thing. They collect trash from the bottom of the ocean, and then you bring it up on shore and you start sorting it out and you inventory it.
right. So that, for me, that was a probability lesson. I think 3rd grade in Virginia Beach learns probability, and you know, they normally roll dice or they spin a spinner, and if they are game players, board game players with their families, that might mean something to them, but they all know Minecraft. And I said, so what if we cast our line 10 times and kept track of what we caught? And then the kids could begin to make some generalizations about, you know, if they cast their line, what are they more likely to get? And we could take it all the way to high school level, where they're looking at, well, what spells, what enhancements, what do you call them, that I have on my line, and how does that change what I catch? And let's add all these together, and now we have 1,000 line casts, and you know, what's the percentage and what are the fractions? And you know, I have a friend in Northern Virginia who says he can teach anything with Minecraft, and I think that's probably true.
Yep. Really enjoyed.
I had another. Sorry, I had another question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I was wondering, for Virginia Beach, then, how prolific is this use of Minecraft in the schools, and how did that how did that get okayed? Yeah, if you could talk a little bit about that, maybe.
Okay, so I had a very supportive principal when I started that after school club, and she allowed us the next year to take an hour out of our week every week for, was it once a month? Other people who did instructional technology specialist job in the city, like 10 of us would get together at my school and have sort of a roundtable discussion and talk about what we were doing, how we were using it. And there were a lot of problems. You have to have a laptop, and we were going to Chromebooks at the time. So we had to all make sure we kept, you know, 24 or so, a class set of laptops, and didn't let anybody take them, and you know, how we were solving problems. And I just put in a ticket with our Department of Technology and said, we need this software approved. And it probably took, I don't know, 4 months. And I just, in my job, I was able to look at that ticket and see whose desk it was on. It went through network people and instructional people. And when it landed on the desk of the chief operating officer at the time, I knew him. I had taken him on tours of other virtual worlds, trying to get them open to the school system unsuccessfully, and said, Ramesh, I see the tickets on your desk. Do you have any questions for me? I've got, you know, I can, let's talk about it. And I think there were some people who didn't really want it to happen on the network side. They were concerned about security. But after talking with me and, you know, I just kept badgering him, he said, let's get this done. And before we knew it, we had it. Then Microsoft bought Minecraft, and you had to have a 365 account to use it, but we all had that in Virginia Beach. So we had to purchase the extra licenses for Minecraft, and it was only about $5 a kid, but I got a grant to do my whole school. So that was the next step. And then the very next year, my last year teaching, the school system bought it for the entire system. It was part of the 365 license now for everybody. And they didn't specifically go, oh, we've got to have Minecraft. It just happened that way. So now there are a few people who did our job who believed in Minecraft and were using it. I think it's sparse. I don't think it's nearly, they're not using it nearly as much as we would have hoped. But the main problem is hardware, because they've gone to Chromebooks. Every student in Virginia Beach from first grade up, and I think there's one for every 2 students in kindergarten, has a Chromebook that they can take home every day. But you can't play Minecraft on a Chromebook. So I feel like when these laptops, it's the few that are still there, start to fail, that's probably going to be the end of it.
I was just down in a temple, which had been turned into a library. And below that, there were a block of marbles or something like that. I can't hear you, Lisa. Lisa's not muted. Are you
sorry,
muted?
I was muted. It's actually a fossil. Those are bone blocks.
That's what I
that
thought.
I found when a creeper blew a hole in the bottom of my enchanting room there.
Oh, but you built the enchanting room in a temple, right? Or did
Yes,
you
I
reconstruct
did.
the temple? Okay. So sometimes you can blow up the temple if you misstep.
This is true. And I've had a couple creepers spawn in there a few times where I've had to repair it. But I, when I was learning, did not know what bone blocks were, and I destroyed a lot of them. And someone told me, oh, no, if you find them, dig them out, because they're actually fossils or of ancient, who knows what.
No telling what knowledge has been lost with your destruction.
I know,
fossils.
it's terrible.
We could have really gone back to an earlier time in Minecraft, probably.
Yes, that could be. But I'm assuming that maybe that's like a turtle fossil just from the shape. I don't really know for sure. That's what I'm saying. So since I have a few turtles out on the shore of this village, it could be, who knows?
Okay. James, tell us about your context and what about Kotoba Miners?
Yeah, thanks, Vance. Thanks. I am an educator based in Japan. I teach English as a second language, and informally now I teach Japanese as a second language to English speakers primarily. My major project in teaching Japanese with Minecraft was the creation of a server with lessons created and a weekly lessons and an overall course which lasted around a year, and that was used to teach Japanese up to the Japanese language proficiency test level 5. And yeah, it was pretty successful. I had students every week. We'd come together. There was a solid reason for making the class in Minecraft, because these students couldn't be co-located. They were based around the world. They didn't have anybody in their local vicinity to learn Japanese with. So we'd meet together in Minecraft, and we'd do kind of standard Japanese lessons. But then I'd also use the different kind of affordances of Minecraft to create activities. I think it was Kim that mentioned that it's quite easy for teachers to set up activities in Minecraft, and that was one of the big draws for me, was the fact that unlike Second Life or Open Sims or these other kind of virtual worlds, I could create very simple activities very quickly without a very busy interface. I mean, if you're looking at Vance's Minecraft screen now, there's just a single bar at the bottom. There's not a lot to distract your eye. Whereas with some of these other virtual worlds, it's quite a busy interface. So yeah. I'd use creative mode to do cooperative building activities. I'd use adventure mode to do adventures and get students to share resources with each other and check resources. And then we'd use survival to do what we do at the weekend now. Jane can probably tell you a little bit about what we're doing at the weekend, because I guess you're one of my students now, right, Jane?
Yes, I am. I can share my experience on the students' end. I think it's a lot of Japanese exposure. I don't speak Japanese. I'm just beginning to learn how to say a couple words. I think James took us on an adventure. We were headed for one of the biomes, and on the way, he was saying abunai, abunai, and I didn't know what it means. And then a creeper appeared, and then I knew, and he taught us it's like watch out, watch out. And then
okay, that's a good
yeah.
one to know.
Yep, abunai. And it was that. Am I correct? Abunai,
yes,
is
you're
that
right? Yeah,
yeah. And
watch out,
and watch out. And so I sort of pick up languages, this type of language here or there, and also we were mining, and I didn't have any torches, and so I had to ask for torches. And he one of the other player, I forgot who he was asking me how many. Oh, I forgot his question. I forgot his question, but okay. Right now I can count from 1 to 10, but from 1 to 10. I'm on top of my head. Can you give me a hint?
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10. Yeah, then I can say ni. I want ni torches, and so I think it's wonderful to learn in this environment, because we're using the language, and that's when we need it. And so James was doing like a translation approach. Every time I need to know how to speak the language, he would give me the language and then translate it for me. And then he would type it up in Discord or in Minecraft. And I really like the way Kotoba server is set up, and how the Discord is set up is that whenever he types something in the chat, it would appear in the Discord.
Ooh.
And I didn't know how you do that, because I think when we were on our Minecraft MOOC server, and I wanted to record all of the chats that my son Maddie has with other players to document his writing and conversation, but I didn't know how to do that except for print screening or copy and paste. And so I find that, James, the way you set up the Discord, it's brilliant, and I would really like to know how you do that.
Yeah, so from the beginning, I mean, the project started in 2012, and I'm very lucky in the fact that I had a really good community with me. I had people from Finland, the States, Australia, all over the world that were helping me with this project. But regarding that, I'm running the Java version. I guess that's the same as this, the 1.5.2, 1.15.2. But we're using a Spigot server, SPIGOT, which is not the standard. If you go, I think it's spigot.org. That's the main website, but it's like a custom server, and you can download thousands of plugins for it. So in fact, I've never actually used the education edition of Minecraft. I've always used this. It's kind of like a fan-made server.
I found a fisherman.
In Spigot, there's a bunch of extra.
Sorry, let me just, I found a fisherman
Okay.
here, and I got some string out of a box. So I'm going to see if I can get an emerald.
I think
So-
you need more. It looks like he wants 20 string.
Yeah, so how do I,
So-
there we go. That should be,
You need to kill 20 spiders.
oh, but I found it in a box.
Right.
So-
Okay.
Put the 8 on top of the 16.
Okay, all right. Oh, there
and
we go.
There you go. Now
I
you
got-
have an emerald.
I
And you have to
found 20 spider strings in a box, and I got an emerald.
Very
So
good.
I'm a proud owner of an emerald. So I just wanted people to see how that worked. Okay, sorry, James, we left you back at the spigot
Okay,
server.
so the plug-in to make Minecraft chat go to Discord.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, essentially you run the Spigot server, and then there's I don't know how are you running your servers? What's the infrastructure?
Actually, I have a guy who does all the technical stuff for me, and we do have plugins.
Right.
But
Okay.
I've tried to learn it, and it's all too much for me. So I'll just tell our friend what we need.
Yeah, I think it's Give me 1 second. It's
We use
if
Beast Node, but I think we have Spigot.
That would
there's
be
a
really cool.
Discord. Yeah, it's called Discord SRV is the name of the plugin, and it's quite
Thank
simple to
you.
set up. Yeah, it's quite simple to set up. I'll send the link
Excellent.
here.
I'm also involved in a server for kids called East Coast Miners. You can learn about it at eastcoastminers.org. And that would be really great because then when the adults aren't around, it could put all the chat in one place. We'd have one place to go look
Absolutely,
at what's
yeah.
going on in our absence.
Yeah, I used to use IRC, so it used to be beamed to an IRC channel, but of course IRC is basically dead now. So this is a great way to do it because it's cross-server. You can send messages from Discord into the Minecraft world and from the Minecraft world into Discord, so you can chat
Awesome.
even if you're not in the game. So yeah.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Cool.
really cool, brilliant, and yeah.
I'm in the, at the, what seems to be turtle fossils.
Well, I'm thinking it's shaped kind of like a turtle, so maybe that's what it is.
Mhm.
It could be a head of some other ancient prehistoric creature. Don't really know.
Okay. If I go down to the base, is there a way out?
You have to come back up the way that you went down.
Oh, okay. I don't see
There
how.
are stairs. Keep going around clockwise.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. I see the stairs. Okay.
There you go.
There we are. Okay. All right. Ah, now I'm underneath the fossil. It's a floating fossil.
That's because
might
I
be a
dug
bird
it
or
out
something.
this time,
That is
rather
amazing.
than destroy it.
Cool.
James, I like your background.
Yeah, I just realized that I did have a Minecraft background ready to go, and it just occurred to me that I should probably use that one instead.
Oh, that is cool.
So cool.
I really like
So-
that.
So is Turt with us as well?
I
On
don't know
Zoom?
who's in Zoom. I was just
Tur-
chatting with them.
Okay.
I see Turt
He's in the
Wiggle.
Minecraft server, yeah,
Turt.
Right.
Oh, he's on a Minecraft server. Okay.
but I don't think any of them are in chat in Zoom here. But yeah, essentially,
James-
are we all language educators here? No, I don't think we are we? No. Okay.
No,
I was a generalist.
Right.
same here. Kindergarten through 5th grade.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But-
I mean,
but
I'd just say if any educator is looking to use Minecraft in their teaching, make sure that you take your time with it and
Yes.
you let the children have, or that the students have time in the Minecraft world, but an equal, or if not more time debriefing or briefing their play session in the classroom. So you need,
Yes.
you can't just imagine that this game is going to teach them everything that they need to know about a subject. It really does need you as an educator to back up their experiences, because Jane was talking about Minecraft as an experiential kind of learning, but then to make that formal as an educator and debrief it, talk about it, and help them with the learning. That's essential. So if there's anything I wanted to
And
say, then
if I might add, Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes. Since Microsoft bought the and have the education edition now, it really makes it easier for teachers to kind of maintain what is happening in Minecraft. You're able to create a world and invite the students into that world, and you can escape from it at any point to discuss things, which kind of locks them out of it. I was able to start using Minecraft with an after-school club, and a lot of times I'd give them 5 or 10 minutes of free play, and then I would have them exit the world and we'd discuss what our project or problem was going to be for the club meeting. And then they would go out and I'd open the world and let them go solve whatever problem or build whatever item they were building. And it really helped having that little extra control and help the students stay focused on the tasks that you had for them. Otherwise, they just go crazy. And I mean, they know so much more about what they can do. It's important, as he said, to keep them focused and have that plan.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good. I mean, that's fantastic to hear. Yeah.
Yep.
I found a turtle down here, and I just realized I have a turtle helmet, which means that I can go in the water and breathe. So I think I'm going to go look around in the water. So that's just what I'm doing while, let's see if I can make my view go. Okay, there we go. Sometimes there are animals down here.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
To teach a language now in Minecraft, what do you use to have people talk, or do they just text chat?
So yeah, I recommend Discord as the tool for that. Yeah, Discord chat.
There's a zombie down here.
Ooh.
Surprised I see a
Vance,
zombie.
I've got your turtle in my sights. Would you like some turtle soup?
I'm trying to do something with a zombie here.
Good luck.
Yeah,
He's attacking me underwater.
For speech.
Actually,
for speech,
that's called
sorry.
a drowned. They call those drowns.
I'm going to drown this turtle in it. No. No, yeah, for speech, we used to use things like TeamSpeak and Ventrilo and Mumble, but now I think Discord is the main tool for keeping your community together. What do you guys think? Do you see a similar thing?
Yeah, I think so
as well.
too. Yep. And also with Discord, they could live stream it. But I know, James, you also live stream on Twitch, but you know, kids, they really like to live stream their gameplay. And my son posted a couple of his automatic robot that he built onto YouTube. And
so this is a question again about security. If you have the children join a safe server, like a closed server or safe server, but then you go on Discord, you're again opening them up to communities of gamers. How do you deal with that?
Good question.
Well, on East Coast Miners, we have the parents' email address, and the kids have to apply to be part of our server. And we've decided to leave that those security issues to the families. You know, we let them know what we're doing and give them all the information that they could possibly want about it. And then what the kid does, especially when East Coast Miners isn't meeting together, is completely up to the families.
Yeah, my son also joined East Coast Miners, and I filled up all the application for him. So, and yeah, and every time Maddie was there, I was also there, and I really love that kids get together. They're so creative when they are on high pixel. It's more of a competitive gaming type, but when they're on East Coast Miners, they're so creative. Their builds, one of them built what's it called, Saturn V, the rocket, and
oh yeah,
I've
seen that build.
Yeah, and
that
they're so creative.
Yeah,
they're so creative together.
Those are to scale. Did you know that?
He's built a whole field of rocket ships
Yeah.
and spacecraft to scale. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's very interested in that. We all think he's going to be in the space program when he's
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Okay, so
when
I think there was a question about safety of members in an open group. One of my students that is actually listening right now, he had some insights on that. So are you there, Chris?
Yeah, hi, thanks. Can you hear me properly?
yes.
Okay, cool. Obviously, I think, I don't know how far certain, what's the word, like protocols and things would go in other programs and software. But as far as Discord, there are certain, my mind's blanking on the word, but certain measures, that's it, that you can take for, because I know basically that, I guess the concern is that the server's open to anybody and therefore trouble's bound to arrive eventually. Obviously, there are certain countermeasures you can put in place, like making sure that people have, no, what's the word? Like verified their accounts and things, which I know is only a simple step, but it stops like mainly bots and things like that and anything, because I have heard horror stories, you know. But that's like a simple thing. And then other than that, there are roles, obviously, that you can enforce upon members in your Discord communities. So there are bots and things you can get for your Discord communities that will automatically assign roles to new people. And obviously, once they've come in, some people like to implement a thing in their servers where they have a channel specifically for an introduction purpose. So someone would come in and by default, they will have to fill in that introduction. So you know who they are, you know what their intents are. If they don't do that, you say, I'm going to give you 2 days when you join the server to fill this in. If not, you're out. Something like that. Like I say, obviously, I don't think it'll ever be 100% guaranteed that you'll never run into trouble, but there are certain countermeasures like that.
Yeah, I think that can definitely be applied to. Thanks, Chris. We're going to ask you about what it was like learning Japanese in a moment, but just keeping on topic with this, that basically can apply to the Minecraft worlds as well. If you give responsibility to certain trusted members, they can kind of enforce bannings and kicking people off the server and things like that. So yeah, I think having a solid community is a brilliant way to. And by giving away some permissions, giving away some responsibility to people in the group, it makes them stronger, and it also enforces a kind of community aspect of the service. So yeah, definitely, that will work.
Can I ask another question? Thank you so much for answering the security. One thing that keeps surprising me is that Vance has conducted the EVO session now, I think the 5th time, something like that. Sixth time. And also with Vista being involved and others, do you actually feel that the community of educators is really growing? Is it growing slow? Is it growing fast? Or is it, how do you feel that the holdback? Because I keep seeing the same people all over, all the time, you know, the same a few handful, very dedicated, very engaged people. But how about a growing of the community? Has that taken place a lot?
Yeah. I mean, our server, we've had quite a lot of people come and go. People like Kim, for example, who was she has been active off and on, but she's got this Visti thing coming. So it's kind of a combination, you know, it works where she is, and with Lisa, we were just now getting to know, or I am, I mean, I've seen her as Jasmar and many times in the, on the Visti server, and James, who's, well, I met him sort of not face-to-face, but camera-to-camera in a previous event that Heike held. So, and then Jane has started taking Japanese from him. So, you know, it's a network that just kind of, and then you guys, Heike, you've got your well, Kim and Lisa go to Second Life every Saturday, yeah. I think. Maybe today? Are you going there today?
Yes.
Yep.
Office hours.
Yep, we have office hours in about 15, 20 minutes.
You know, I'm looking in my screen at a map, which just happened to be in
Yes.
my hand. And I don't see myself on the map because I'm far away from there, but I see down at the
Actually,
bottom of the map, there's a Woodland Manor down there. This is
and
very interesting.
and you are almost on that map. If you look in the bottom,
Uh-huh.
kind of southwest corner, the little white dot represents you.
Oh, I see. Oh, wow. So I'm
So,
really near the manor. All I got to
well,
do is follow the
yes
map.
and no. Your
Hmm.
dot is small, and as you get
Ah.
closer to it, that dot
Uh-huh.
will become bigger.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
you would have to figure out how to use your coordinates and travel,
Yes.
north,
Yes.
south, east, west
I
to
know. Which
finally
way am I?
get your character on the map.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
then,
I see. Okay.
right, and then figure out what
Well, I'm
that
facing
structure
west. I'm
is.
facing west, so I need to face to the north. So I need to go that way if I want to do this. I don't know, but then if I take my screen share off there, maybe we should do that another time, or should we go over there and
Well,
anyway,
it takes quite a while.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
our last Monday meeting was, using
Yeah.
coordinates and maps to find treasures and various structures. So it can take up to 20, 30 minutes
Uh-huh.
to explore and use the map. But we found some really cool things out there.
Yeah. And you traded for that map, you said.
K4 did, yes.
Okay.
Every village, well, not every village, some villages have a cartographer,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like the
they
fisherman, you just
will,
gave me an emerald. Mm-hmm.
right,
Yes.
they will sometimes for emeralds give you explorer maps, treasure maps,
Mm-hmm.
or you can just get a blank map and kind of walk around and explore and fill it in as you go.
So did you get this map from a cartographer that had that manor on it, the Woodland Manor on it?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes, she did.
Yes,
Okay.
I could trade for ocean maps, which lead you to these underground temples that are very dangerous.
Yeah.
Woodland maps, which leads you to these mansions that are also dangerous, but easier
Interesting.
to
Really
see
cool.
and get to. And then they also have treasure maps, which you
Mhm.
can also find in shipwrecks.
Right.
Mhm.
One team went and found the treasure and dug in the sand and got their loot. Yeah, that was kind of fun learning about orienteering in Minecraft.
Yeah, I think one of the amazing thing is that kids get to be exposed to learning to read the coordinates early on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think it's a complicated thing to read coordinates, and my son just over the past last weekend he was doing programming for robotics, and then there was like X and Y and minus and positive 100, and then he was explaining it in terms of the Minecraft coordinates, and he was able to use what he learned from Minecraft and transfer it to programming and something
Nice.
else. Yes, and these are things that we don't know, and it just happened when I've learned that in Minecraft kind of moment. Yes.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I've touched F3 on my screen, and you can see the coordinates and which way I'm facing, and as we move, the coordinates will change, and
What the
the height
biome is.
there. Yeah,
Right.
so, and there's Cheap Shot. I guess it is.
So if I could
James.
just tell a really quick story. I had a 4th grade teacher at my school who is an excellent teacher, and she just didn't feel like she had time for things like Minecraft. She'd say, "What are you talking about? I'm gonna let my children play a computer game during school." And so I couldn't convince her, and that was okay. But then she started the unit on rocks and minerals that we have in 4th grade, and her kids started telling her about sand becoming glass and other things. And she said, "How do you know this already?" Because she always did like a little pretest to find out what they already knew. And they said, "We learned it in Minecraft." So then she came to me and said, "Okay, the kids already know a lot about my unit from Minecraft. So how can we capitalize on this, and what can we do with it in the classroom?" And that was my foot in the door. And so her kids got to use Minecraft to show what they knew and make little slideshows using pictures from Minecraft and which of these minerals are available in the real world, and specifically Virginia, what part of Virginia. And the kids learn more than they realize they're learning. It's like
Yes.
an accident.
Yep. Yep. That's so true. And, you know, I was interested in this, and I went ahead and compiled a lot of like YouTube videos of Minecraft play and analyzed the vocabulary. You know what? In Taiwan, kids for elementary school, we only need to learn 300 English words, but for learners to be able to understand gameplay in Minecraft, they need to know around with the range of 4,000 to 6,000 words.
Wow.
And that's how Maddie, my son, learn English. He pick up the language and he use it. He play it with, he manual it with players on East Coast Miners with the Minecraft MOOC community. That's how he learned the language, and it's
very
amazing.
motivating for them. It's
Yes. Yes. James, would you like to add?
Yes. Hang on a sec. I was thinking about.
Oh,
no, sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Vance,
sorry, I got killed.
Vance taking the limelight. I wanted to come back to the question about getting other educators involved. I think we're talking about how positive learning is or can be in Minecraft and our experiences as teachers. I guess I'm kind of outside of this because I didn't use Minecraft in a formal institution, if you like. I used it as a kind of research project off my own back outside of the classroom, where I was teaching people from around the world in a Minecraft server that I set up by myself. But what advice would you give to teachers that are interested in Minecraft but don't know how to get it in their classrooms? What are the steps that you would? I don't know. I don't know the answer to this, which is why it interests me. So, what would you?
Well,
and a lot. Go ahead.
I was going to say a lot will depend on the resources they have. If they have the computers that are going to be able to run Minecraft, and that right there is probably one of the major hurdles to get over.
And I would say download.
And how would students? So how would you go about that? Like, would you talk to a particular person or in your school, or I don't know, just real grassroots? Like, what can you do to get that change, to get the computers in the classroom for a start? What kind of things have you done? I'm sorry if I'm going on a bit too much, but it just really interests me. And how can we empower teachers to actually do this? So,
I don't know if I think I remember that I mentioned to you that on Flipgrid, a teacher, because they're staying at home, and on Flipgrid, a teacher initiated a COVID-19 build challenge. Vance mentioned this to me, and this teacher is leading all his kids in building their homes in Minecraft, and they're sharing what they build, videotaping onto Flipgrid, and this is because everybody's staying at home. I believe that educators are using this platform more than when they're just at school, because kids there's no social distancing in Minecraft. You could just get together and play, and that's the point to it. A lot of, like, even MIT, they're building the whole campus on Minecraft and having their graduation ceremony on in Minecraft, and I think there's like more possibilities more opportunity. Educators are beginning to see the possibilities of having this as a educational platform for kids to learn. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, there are also a lot of companies out there. I think of Donors Choose as one that might be a way to start small, very small, to try and get people to donate money towards a few computers that are able to handle Minecraft, and then maybe setting it up as a center of sorts or in a maker space in a school with specific skills that students would need to demonstrate to be allowed to use the game. That's, once again, if the equipment can run it, if the school servers can handle it, and if you have the licensing for the educational edition. That's one way that some teachers could get started. But if they already have Office 365 and they have Windows 10 computers, then it just takes some time to familiarize yourself with the program itself. And their education edition has tons of tutorial videos and
lessons
little sessions
ready to
that
go.
you can go through to help you learn how to play the game itself or how to manage the game as a teacher per se.
Yeah, I guess it's also, you need to have pioneers like yourselves actually doing research and promoting the use of it and showing what not just cool things that can be done with it, but what the learning outcomes that can be achieved. So it's kind of a bit of both, isn't it? The teachers have to be interested and go out and find, but we also
time.
as yeah. We also
They
have to
be
show that
willing
it
to
is.
take the time.
Yeah. Sorry.
Quick
Sorry.
question. I got killed. I respawned.
I'm sorry.
Now I am at another portal. Shall I go in?
Sure.
Well,
Go
you'll
ahead.
end up in the
for it.
nether.
What can happen?
What
We'll
can
watch.
happen? Hey, you know, it's like Trump and COVID, you know.
You can always turn around and come back. You got to be quick
Oh,
with
you
those
can?
buttons, though.
I thought you couldn't come back. Okay, here I go.
No, you can.
Okay, so I'm off into the nether. Whoever's watching the screen share here, and here we go.
Which the students.
There's nothing here. It just went into a room.
Oh, then maybe you didn't get a really good nether portal.
Go in a little farther. Stand in
And
the
stand
purple.
there.
Ah,
Oh,
now it's
there
starting
you
to
go.
swim. Oh,
Where'd he go?
oh no!
There you are.
Oh,
Oh
You
no!
are in.
This could be serious.
well, it looks like you went back in.
Don't know, but there's lava over there. So
Yeah, move forward a little bit.
if I go too far forward, I'll get into the lava. Okay, and
I'll
I'm
go
sure this
for
is all
it.
entertaining to someone. Let's see. Okay, so we go back that way. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Oh, is that lava? That's not lava. Oh, that's just.
It's fire and it will hurt you, so be careful.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
don't look at the Enderman.
Ah, it's an Ender portal. Okay. I think maybe if I can go back.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I might as well go back. Okay. All right. I don't want to deal with Enderman. We don't have that long. We only have a few minutes left in this this thing. So, okay. Meanwhile, I don't know if you want to teleport me back where you are, because that's probably the easiest way to see everybody as we leave.
Or you can warp yourself there, I believe.
Okay.
We should
Okay.
take a group picture. I'm going to teleport
Yes.
everybody.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Are-
Sounds good.
There are a
Okay.
lot of us. Okay.
Here we are.
So
And
let's,
that's one of the neat things a teacher can do with the education version is pull all the students to one spot if you
Mhm.
need them to gather back somewhere.
It's funny, you know, I forgot to take pictures while I was doing all this.
I took a few.
I
Yeah,
took
but
a few too.
The nether portal, that would have been nice. But I guess I'll respawn there. So, you know, I could just commit suicide and
You can.
Don't do it, Vance.
Yes, would you like to turn around for a group picture?
okay, yes.
You need
okay.
to turn around, please. Yes.
All right. Is that better?
Yep.
Okay.
Cheek. Okay. Oh. Kim.
I'm trying. Okay,
Okay.
here we go. Now I'm in there.
What?
Vance,
Okay.
you need to
Cheek.
F5 it, I think. Oh no.
I'm taking a picture from above.
Cheese.
Okay.
Oh, you mean?
Okay.
But you can
Oh.
just see the backs. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say you can
Yay.
just see the back of
And
it.
then if you press F1, it gets rid of the interface.
If I press F1, what happens?
It gets rid of your toolbar and everything, so you take a
Yeah.
nice, neat picture.
Oh, I
Okay.
wish Heike is here.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, that's the way our meetings kind of go. We call these play dates, and we learn so much from each other. And what we're trying to do in EVO Minecraft MOOC is to learn how to do this with students. So in order for teachers to be able to understand, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, if you just go into Minecraft, you're lost, especially if you're over 60. But when you get in with a bunch of crazy teachers,
Wait a minute.
well, we're not lost. But basically, in order to understand the affordances of the game, you have to get into it. And that's what so many are hesitant to do. So someone is hooked. Helen is hooked. Okay. All right. Helen is using Edu version. Edu is not the same. We're using Java version.
Right.
So slightly different. That's hooked into your enterprise Microsoft system, and means that the people you play with have to be in the same domain, and you can play with people in that domain by giving them your IP address. But we play with people all over the world, and I think they're both fun, but it's a different set of different can of worms. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if Heike, maybe I should stop the share.
Oh, I didn't mean to make that private. Oh, well.
Okay. So I think it's about time to stop, isn't it, Heike?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Unless
I
anyone
thank
has
you so
questions.
much. It's exceeded my expectations of a fantastic discussion. Thank
Wonderful.
you, James, for all your input there.
We
You
prepared it
addressed
so
exactly
meticulously.
the very questions. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, James. Really nice to see you there.
Nice to meet you, James.
Yeah, pleasure. Thanks. It was great learning about all
Well,
your
to
experiences.
to all of you, have much more fun in Minecraft.
Oh, we will.
I will be joining you for sure.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'd love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the Vista server already, but I missed Minecraft Monday because it's a bit late for my time zone. And then,
It's Minecraft Tuesday for you.
yeah, it is
Yes,
indeed.
it is.
Well, and we play all the time. That's just the formal time we get together.
Well, then I'll grab some earlier times. How's that? Thank
Sure.
you so much for joining us here at the Virtual Roundtable. Today is the 9th of May, 2020. Thank you so much.
Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Thank you.
Learning
We've
Together,
enjoyed it.
episode 458.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you all for being here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.